Hey, Christoph here. I want to share some thoughts on user onboarding on Lightning wallets, specifically the different scenarios they might find themselves in on when they can send or receive or can't send or receive on-chain and on Lightning, and what we need to show them at different times. There's some other thoughts in here too. Some things are very simplified, but any feedback is good. This is, I feel like it's good conversation material. So let's say at the very beginning, this is my fully self-custodial, self-managed wallet. I have no Bitcoin, no channels, so all I can do is receive on-chain. So what I do is I share my QR code with my address and I receive Bitcoin. Cool. Now we're in a little bit better shape. Now I can receive on-chain as before, but I can also send on-chain with the several euros fees. My wallet tells me I have 100,000 sats now, and I can set up instant payments to save time and fees. Instant payments, saving time and fees, that sounds really good. So it helps me set up an instant payments channel. Now this could be a lot more elaborate with a carousel of information or whatnot, but let's just say I go through this and I set up an instant payments channel, which is a Lightning channel. And next time I want to send Bitcoin and I send a low amount here, then it tells me my fee is just 1 sat, and it has this little Lightning logo here, which I kind of know because I've seen it here. I've seen it down here. So that's now always associated with instant payments. But if I increase the amount I want to send, then that little icon disappears and my fee now increases 1,000-fold, meaning that this is now going to be an on-chain payment. It's kind of subtle, but ideally we guide users to be able to realize this, and as they type here on the screen they will also see this change. They should also be able to tap it and more stuff, but we're not there yet. And then also when I want to receive, it could show or hide this Lightning symbol. When I share my payment request, my QR code, my invoice, it could also indicate here that this supports regular and instant payments. It should probably also tell me it defaults to instant payments, but then falls back to regular. So it's up to the user, the sender, if they want to, what they want to pay. Now, okay, now we have on-chain, we have channels, but we have no inbound liquidity. That means I can only send via Lightning Network because the channels are just tilted in that direction. So the UI helpfully informs me of this. It says I cannot receive instant payments, or could also show me that message when my channel liquidity in that direction is really low. Let's say I can only receive €1, but I'm kind of expecting people to, I'm expecting that somebody wants to send me €5 or so, then it might be a problem and I want to address this. So I click it and then it helps me understand what's going on at the moment and provides me the two options that I can improve this. One is if I send, if I make instant payments, then of course that gets added towards my inbound capacity, but I can also increase my limit by finding a partner to open up a new instant payments channel with me. Now the opposite scenario can also happen where I have no outbound liquidity, so I can receive Lightning but I can't send via Lightning, and then it would just tell me the opposite things. Now here it's a little bit different. I can set up a new instant payments channel with anybody, really, with any node. It's just going to cost me a few euros here to do this, but then I can independently increase that capacity. I'm not really reliant on anyone to do this. And of course, it's going to take, confirmation and all of this stuff. But the goal here is really that over time, after I do this a handful of times, I put myself in a position where this is economically beneficial for me, where I have a few channels and they're kind of well funded enough that I really don't need to do very much anymore, that I can have instant payments for everything that I need to do throughout the day and pay pretty much no fees. And then my regular payments, I might still have to pay them here and there. Let's say I need to pay rent or something larger. And then at that point, kind of the user is in a really good shape. And so here, while I was doing this, I felt like the idea of having an overview of your fees. The fees are kind of a big driver. That's what I want to get as low as possible. And my end goal is to pay nothing in fees, really. And so that's why I introduced here in these mockups this symbol here in the top left to quickly get to the fees. And it tells me regular payments, which is on-chain, is €2 here. Instant payments, lightning symbol again. Sending is 1 sat. The limit, the max amount I can send right now is 50,000 sats. The receive limit is 25, and the total limit, which is a combination of both of these, of course, because it's my channel capacity, is 75. And the reason to show the total limit here is because that's kind of what I want to increase, right? I want to, by opening more channels, increases my total limit, and the send and receive, then they're the two things that can quite frequently fluctuate back and forth. So here I have the option to increase my total limit, takes me to options to very easily open up new channels. And then there's also a little bit of information here for people that are confused, and tapping anything could also provide me with extra information about what I'm actually looking at. So the word lightning never appears here. The word channels is also reduced in a lot of places. It's very practical, action-oriented, and I was trying to cover all of these kind of typical scenarios. Now, of course, a self-custodial wallet where the provider manages all of this stuff for me can have do a few extra things like submarine swaps and whatnot, and but that's not something that I was looking here in these mock-ups. So let me know how all of this stuff looks. To me, it was a pretty interesting exploration, and to see how much of the tech we can hide in all of this stuff, and what we should what we should focus the user on. So anyhow, let me know. Thanks.